Epilepsy seizure warning. This game does have flashing lights and stuffs. Horror. The true horror that paralyzes the mind and scars it with nightmares is never truly healed. Call of Cthulhu. Dark corners of the earth. Alright, so we're ready to get into it. I don't want to die just yet. Thank you, Creepy Voices. I'm going to move on. We're going to start a new game. This is one that I've played a couple of times, actually. One of my favorite Call of Cthulhu storylines, H.P. Lovecraft stuff. Very good, very well done. Very much in the vein of... what was it called? Prisoner of Ice was based off of it, too. The Mountains of Madness and one other one. The one that takes place on the river, the ocean city, the oceanside city. I can't remember the name of it. I feel stupid. I used to know H.P. Lovecraft stuff like the back of my hand. I know most of the gods and most of the mythos, but I forgot the names of the stories. So we're gonna go with... Yeah, I beat it on Boy Scout, I beat it on Private Investigator. I haven't done Hardened Detective or Mythos Specialist yet, because the 2 times I played through were those 2. We're gonna go with Private Investigator just because that's normal and we don't want it to be overly difficult, so yeah. We would actually like to beat the game. Arkham Asylum, 16th February, 1922. A very common place that...
Now, at my end, I can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
So this asylum is a common place that many crazy people end up after having been exposed to Cthulhu and the other dark ones and elder gods. So, yeah, not good.
I like the way you smile at me, baby.
Obviously, Jack is our main character. One of the unfortunate downsides to being exposed to the horrors, the madness, and the insanity in the H.P. Lovecraft world is it drives you insane. There's no way to avoid it. Jack, what are you doing? Don't hang yourself. There's another way, man. Don't do it. Last page of his journal, which he read to us. The dark corners of the earth. Cue flashback. The ignorant and deluded are... damn it, my heart rate's too fast. I'm going to have to pause that and go back and read it. Prologue. The ignorant and deluded are, I think, in a strange way to be envied. That which is not known does not trouble us, while an imagined but insubstantial peril does not harm us. To know the truth behind reality is a far greater burden. 6.5 years ago. Before the madness. Not sure if I can open that later. I should be able to. I think it's in our journal. If not, I'll pause it and read it. Massachusetts, 6 September, 1915. Early 1900s and the late 1800s are a common era for H.P. Lovecraft stories. Before we had technology.
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any Victor.
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Yeah, just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
And now we're in control. Whoa, the sensitivity is like crazy high. Hold on, let me fix that. Alright, so it's lower sensitivity than I'm normally used to.
We haven't got time to hang around.
Whoops, not sneaking. There's no sprint in the game, so... At least I'm pretty sure there's no sprint. Let me double check. Yeah, we can only sneak, we can't sprint. Okay, and there's no V-Sync. Of course not. I apologize if there's tearing. There's not really a V-Sync option for this game. Yeah, I have it set up so when I do a full turn on my trackball, it only goes 180 instead of 360.
Jack, Officer Nichols will brief you at the top. Be careful.
Thanks. Because with this kind of game, you want finer control over your aiming.
How you doing, kid?
Good, sir. Is it true what they say about you?
Depends on what they're saying.
That you've cracked cases where there was no evidence.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Right.
Little evidence, not no evidence. Big difference.
What's taking him so long? Something must be wrong.
I think I saw him with Officer Armstrong. Just take it easy.
We're wide open here.
It's okay. I've got you covered. I don't like this. Something's not right.
Something's not right. Nothing's right about this.
Hey, gentlemen, talking about me behind my back?
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
That's comforting. Thanks.
Try to stay calm. You better hurry, Jack.
Be careful, sir.
Whoa! Yeah, obviously when you see people die, there's psychological effects from that. Dude, come back here. What the hell? We're supposed to meet. I am inside.
It looks like an eye, but the rest of the painting has no real shape.
One of the cultists got shot. I'm not really bothered by that.
This blasphemous image makes me feel uneasy.
Cthulhu!
A powerful painting of some cosmic horror.
I wonder if that's Narcantholept from, it was actually the villain in Quake. Can I not look at that? Okay. I can see the writing on the walls, so there's no comment about it.
That's an unusual design.
To say the least.
A depiction of some alien creature.
Ah, I know what that is. You guys find out soon enough. I didn't realize that painting was in there that early.
It's an old stove.
That's informative, Jack. Thank you. That's so helpful. You know what? I'm actually going to...
That one to the right taking cover. Kill it.
I'm going to turn the brightness up just a little bit for you guys. It's supposed to be dark, but I want you guys to actually be able to bloody see. That's probably a little high, but we'll go ahead and go with this. Alright, that's way too high. We're actually seeing the grays and the shadows. So we'll turn it down to 1. So this is brighter than it was, but you guys should be able to see a little bit better.
It's too dark to be sure, but that rotting smell tells me these shelves are used for storing food. Probably food, and the rats have been at it.
Lovely. Moving on. So far, no baddies. Eyeball, same paintings as before.
An old grandfather
That
clock.
one to the right taking cover. Kill him.
So these are save points. This is how we save our game. An eyeball with a fire going up top out of the eye. Yep, we already saw that
It's
one.
locked.
Not going that way.
The front door has been barricaded with tables and chairs.
Shouldn't we, like, move that so the cops can get in? I mean, just the thought.
Bastards!
Alright, so before we go wandering over where the gunfire is, let's poke around a bit.
The wood in those shelves looks rotten. It figures they'd collapse. The shelves have collapsed and spilled books all over the floor.
This place seems a little old and worn out.
It's been boarded up. It won't budge. It won't open.
It's like somebody gargling on their own blood. That would be somebody gargling on their own blood. We'll get back to that in a second.
Poisoning by the looks of it.
Wow, that's
I can't open it.
hell of a way to go. Killing yourself.
It's hot and giving off a lot of smoke.
My vision is getting blurry because we just saw a bunch of dead bodies and people killed in front of us, so our sanity's starting to tank.
A diary. This will make interesting reading.
Alright, so remember correctly, we can go to our journal. Oh, I can actually go back. The Diary of Jack Walters. We never did read that one. The local disturbance. I'm guessing I'm becoming a victim of my own success. After closing the last 5 cases so fast, the papers have been calling me a local hero. But I just had a run of lucky hunches, that's all. I'm just a cop doing his job. So there's a disturbance at the local residence. It's probably a bunch of kids hopped up on moonshine. Why call him a detective? That's so not what it is, Jack. Maybe the uniformed boys are sore at being out in the weather, and they just want to share the joy of a local hero. Wouldn't be the first good-natured prank I've had to take since those newspapers reported. I don't know, though. Something doesn't feel right. It's more than just a regular bad feeling. It's hard to explain, but it's strong. I'm probably just tired. Those dreams don't help. I can't remember when I last got a good night's sleep. Must be a month, at least. Right about the time I started my run of lucky hunches. The dreams have been getting worse lately. I'm almost afraid to close my eyes. Bourbon helped at first, but not anymore. The lack of sleep must be affecting my nerves. Well, jitters or not, I'd better get going. Alright, collect the collation of general evidence. Diary of a cult member. August 20th, 1915. We've been watching him now for 2 months. I can feel my anticipation growing as the day of contact draws near. Victor has not yet divulged his final plan for bringing Mr. Walters to us. So Victor's had a plan, he's not our contact. Good to know. All I know is we must succeed. August 24th. The sermon today was inspiring. Victor enlightened us with the story of the great race, transcending the bounds of time to visit his dreams. Of the conscious things of this earth and in the ocean depths, we are but servants to a greater design. I can only hope that my faith during these last days will win me favor when our masters step to the gates. August 29th. The experiment below have claimed one more of our order. Another volunteer is needed, but many are willing. We are truly blessed through our faithful service. Now that his coming grows so close. September 3rd. The preparations are complete, and Victor's plan is in motion. He will arrive soon. Surely by now he must be suspect of his true nature, or at least question the nature of his gifts. September 6th. He has come. Finally it begins. So we have some kind of gift. Mythos, tombs, and manuscripts. Nothing collected yet. Yeah, this is where we can get medical bandages, sewing kits, splints, and I think painkillers. And then this is where we have our inventory. It tells you the game time. We've only been playing for 8 minutes and 24 seconds. And, a narcotic that blocks the pain, but doesn't actually fix any wounds. Okay.
He's dead. They're all dead. Nothing of interest.
Yeah, I noticed they're all dead. There's like dead people everywhere.
Suicide. Or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues. I can't open it. He's dead. They're all dead.
Yeah, some of these might loop.
Suicide. Or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues.
Just checking. My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoy them. So you all take care of yourselves. If you want to see more of me, queue up a video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below, and please remember to tag that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everyone.